Part 1. The Psychology of Avoidance. Not every distance is emotional fear. Sometimes distance is emotional intelligence. Human beings naturally avoid things that cause pain. This is not always weakness. Psychology suggests avoidance is often a protective response created by the nervous system. When the mind connects an experience with emotional pain, stress, humiliation, rejection, betrayal, or exhaustion, it begins trying to protect the person from experiencing that pain again. This is why people may avoid toxic relationships, emotionally draining environments, manipulative people, constant conflict, or overwhelming situations. In many cases, healthy avoidance can protect emotional stability and mental well-being. Choosing peace over chaos is not emotional weakness. Sometimes it is emotional maturity. But avoidance becomes psychologically complicated when protection slowly turns into limitation. The problem is not avoidance itself. The deeper question is, what is the person avoiding and why? Some people are not avoiding others. They are avoiding the emotional pain they experienced with others. A person betrayed repeatedly may begin avoiding emotional closeness. Someone criticized constantly may stop expressing emotions openly. Someone emotionally exhausted may isolate themselves because silence feels safer than disappointment. The nervous system remembers emotional pain even when the conscious mind still wants connection. This is why avoidance often creates temporary emotional relief. For a short moment, the person feels safer, calmer, protected, emotionally distant from discomfort. But psychology also shows something important. What reduces fear temporarily can sometimes strengthen fear long-term. Behavioral psychologists studying anxiety have found that repeated avoidance often teaches the brain that the feared situation remains dangerous because the person never stays long enough to experience safety inside it. Carl Jung once wrote, "What you resist not only persists, but will grow in size." And psychologically, this often happens with avoidance. The mind escapes discomfort temporarily, but the fear quietly becomes stronger internally. Still, this does not mean all avoidance is unhealthy. Healthy boundaries are different from fear-based isolation. Peaceful solitude is different from emotional withdrawal. Not everyone who distances themselves is emotionally unhealthy. Some people genuinely protect their peace wisely. The real danger begins when avoidance stops being temporary protection and slowly becomes a permanent comfort zone. At first, the person avoids emotional pain, but eventually fear may begin controlling relationships, communication, opportunities, growth, and daily life itself. The person keeps waiting for the right time to reconnect, try again, speak honestly, or face difficult emotions. But the longer avoidance becomes a habit, the more emotionally difficult life often feels. This is the psychological turning point. Protection slowly becomes emotional limitation. And eventually, the mind may begin avoiding not only pain, but life itself. Viktor Frankl once wrote, "Fear may come true precisely because we are afraid of it." And this reflects one of the deepest truths about avoidance. The mind creates avoidance to escape pain. But when avoidance becomes permanent, the person may slowly stop experiencing the very connection, growth, healing, and life they were trying to protect themselves for. In the next video, we will explore when avoidance becomes red flag.